Hello everyone. Before moving to exercise 7.2 from the chapter permutation and combination, we must know the factorial notation. So let us discuss about this factorial notation. What is factorial notation and why it is introduced? We already know that the natural numbers are starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes on and on. So if we want to write the product of first 5 natural numbers, so first 5 natural numbers means starting from 1 till 5. So its product we can write as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So this represents the product of first 5 natural number. Here we have taken only 5 natural number, but what if we want to write the product of 100 natural numbers? So if we write all the 100 natural numbers starting from 1 till 100, so it will not be going to fit in one page. So in short form, we write as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into ... It continues into 98 into 99 into 100. So this is still consumes a larger space on the copy. So similarly, instead of this 105, there may be 200, 500, 2000. So at that time, we write in the general form and the product of first n natural numbers. So n means any number. It may be 5 also, 10 also, 100 also, 1000 also. Then we can write 1 into 2 into 3 into ... into n minus 2 into n minus 1 into n. So this n is the last natural number. So starting from 1 and ending with n. So if we compare here, then the first is same 1 into 2 into 3 into. So this instead of n, if we replace by 100, then here it will be 100 minus 2, so which is 98. And here 100 minus 1, which is 99. And it will be 100. So it is same as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into ... into 98 into 99 into 100. So this is a general notation where we represent the product of first n natural number. Now to write in short, so this factorial notation is very much helpful. So here the last number is 5, so we are multiplying from 1 till 5. So in factorial notation, we can write this as 5 factorial or factorial 5. And similarly here, the last number is 100, so we are multiplying from 1 till 100. So here we can write in short as 100 factorial. So this is 5 factorial, we are multiplying only the first 5 natural number. And here 100 factorial, which means we are multiplying the first 100 natural numbers. And for general case, where we are multiplying first n natural number, we represent this whole by n factorial. So here 5 factorial, 100 factorial, and in general case we write n factorial. Now here we define 0 factorial. So 0 factorial means 1. So you have to remember this. And also 1 factorial is also 1. So 0 factorial and 1 factorial, its value is 1. And 2 factorial can be written as 1 into 2 because 2 factorial is the product of first 2 natural number. So which can also be written in the reverse order 2 into 1 because 1 into 2 and 2 into 1, it will give the same value 2. And similarly, 3 factorial can be written as 1 into 2 into 3 because 3 factorial means the product of first 3 natural number. So it can also be written as 3 into 2 into 1. Here from the both we will get 6 because 3 to the 6 and 6 into 1 is 6. Now similarly, we can manipulate also. So like for example, so if I want to write 6 factorial, I can write instead of 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, I can write 6 into 5 factorial also, because this 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and this can also be written as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, which is also same as 6 factorial, and it can also be written as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, so which is same as 6 factorial. So this manipulation you have to practice, so it is most useful for solving the questions related to this factorial notation. Now, in the similar way, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. So here instead of n, if we replace by 6, then it will be 6 factorial. So here n means 6, so which is same as here, into n is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5 factorial. So if we replace this n by 6, then it will be same as this expression. So this is a general form, and this second can also be written in terms of n factorial as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. So similarly, if we replace this n by 6, then this n is 6, n minus 1 is 5, and n minus 2 is 4 factorial. And similarly, this expression in terms of general form can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3. So it is decreasing towards right by 1. So here also 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, it is decreasing by 1, and here 6, 5, 4, 3. So here also this n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, it represents that the number n is decreasing by 1. Now from exercise 7.2, let me solve question number 2. So it's given there is 3 factorial plus 4 factorial equals to 7 factorial. So we have to justify whether it is true or not. So first let us take the left hand side. So in the left hand side there is 3 factorial plus 4 factorial. So this 3 factorial is the product of first 3 natural number 1 into 2 into 3 plus, and this 4 factorial means the product of first 4 natural number, which is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So it can be written as 3 into 2 into 1 plus 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So if you multiply here, you will get 3 to the 6 plus here 4 3 the 12 to the 24. So 6 plus 24, which is 30. So from the left hand side, we have got 30. Now similarly, we do the right hand side. So right hand side is 7 factorial. So 7 factorial means 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So after multiplication here, we will get 5040. So from the left hand side we have got 30, but from the right hand side we have got 5040. So left hand side is not equals to right hand side. So therefore 3 factorial plus 4 factorial is not equals to 7 factorial. So here we cannot add like 3 factorial plus 4 factorial and write 7 factorial. Now let me solve one example here, and the question is, if 1 by 8 factorial plus 1 by 9 factorial equals to x by 10 factorial, then find x. So using this factorial equation, we need to find the value of this x. So if you directly find the factorial 8, then it will be a very large number, and similarly the factorial 9 will be very large number, and similarly 10 factorial will be the very large number, and then you have to do the LCM. So to do the LCM of a very large number manually is very difficult. So we use the property of factorial notation here. So what I can do here is, here the smallest factorial is given is 8 factorial. So I will multiply the numerator of both sides by 8 factorial. Then it will be here 8 factorial by 8 factorial plus 8 factorial by 9 factorial equals to x into 8 factorial by 10 factorial. Then I will simplify this 9 factorial and 10 factorial in such a way that I can cancel this 8 factorial. So here in the first term 8 factorial by 8 factorial, which can be cancelled, and this 9 factorial can be written as 9 into 8 factorial. So this I have already explained you before. And this 10 factorial can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. Now from this first term, this 8 factorial in the numerator and 8 factorial in the denominator can be cancelled out. And from the second term, again here 8 factorial in the numerator and 8 factorial in the denominator, it can be cancelled. And similarly from the right hand side, 8 factorial will be cancelled from both numerator and denominator. So after removing the 8 factorial, from the first term it will be 1 by 1, which is 1, then plus, then here it will be 1 by 9, and in the right hand side x by 10 into 9. So in the left hand side we will do LCM and then we simplify. So 9 ones are 9 plus 1 is 10. So it will be 10 by 9, which equals to, in the right hand side, x by 9 tens are 90. Then we will get the value of x, which is 100, because 9 tens are 90, so 10 into 10 is 100. The value for x that we have got from here is 100. So in this way we have to solve.